Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I'm going to be replacing the spark plugs on my 2022 Chevy Silverado LTD. This is a 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbo gasoline engine, and I'm a little behind the 8-ball on the spark plug replacement for this truck. I thought it was going to be 100,000 miles like most vehicles, but I recently looked in my manual and they recommend 60,000 mile spark plug changes. So this truck has just about 95,000 miles on it. I haven't noticed the truck running rough or anything like that, so it might be good to run it to 100,000. The spark plugs are located underneath this engine cover right here. There are 2 bolts on either side of the oil fill tube that are 10 millimeters, and I'm going to remove those and then we can remove that cover. They're not very tight. Once you get them snugged, you can do them by hand. So once those are removed, you can just pull this right off. There's just like a hinge mechanism at the back. You can see right there, clips into like a piece of plastic that has rounded bits, so that's what that is. And then this is the front with the 2 bolts. Pretty easy, it comes right out. And then that reveals your workspace here to remove the coil packs on top of the spark plugs, then get to the spark plugs themselves. Quick note, the spark plugs on this truck use a 9/16 socket. So I didn't have a 9/16 spark plug socket, so I just bought this one off of Amazon. It has a magnet in the inside, and this is specifically for spark plugs, and I'll use this to go down in there and pull them out. So zooming in here a little bit, we've got 4 coil packs. There's 1 here, 2, 3, and the 4th is way back there. The first 3 are pretty easy. You should be able to just take these 2 bolts off on either side. There's 8mm bolts. And then you can pull up on the coil pack, put your socket down in there, and remove the spark plug. The only bad thing about this is you have to lean way over the engine to get to here, so I'm going to be like laying down on top of the engine here to get to these coil packs. We'll talk about the 4th cylinder coil pack at the very back. It's a little more difficult than the first 3, but we'll talk about that when I get there. I'm going to start by just replacing one at a time. I'm just going to do first one, second one, third one. That way I don't mix up the coil packs or anything like that. I'm not going to fully disassemble them or anything. Just going to pop them off, replace the spark plug, and then pop it back in. Once those are loose, you can wiggle the coil pack off. Like that. Roll it over to the side. And now I can use my spark plug socket to go down in there. And I'm going to need a couple extensions, I think. Here's my first spark plug. Looks kind of grody. So here's a new one on the left compared to the old one on the right. I think the brown coloring on the used one is indicating pretty much normal. You get the idea. I checked the gap on these when I received them and they were already correct. The gap is 0.026 inches to 0.030 inches. So these were already accurate. They were about 0.029 when I checked them with my gauge. So I'm just gonna run them as is. It should thread in pretty easily. If you struggle to thread it in, you're cross-threading it, and that's not good. So I'm just getting it snugged up by hand. The torque spec for the spark plugs is 142 inch-pounds. That's not very much. It's like 11.8 foot-pounds, so it's not very much. You don't want to overcrank these at all because then you can end up breaking them, and that's a whole separate fun problem. So I have an inch-pound torque wrench, which I'm going to use to torque these correctly, and if you don't have an inch-pound, just get them snug and call it a day. That's it. 142, just like that, piece of cake. Now I'm going to take this coil pack and install it back in. and then tighten up these 2 bolts on top. These 2 ignition coil bolts have a torque spec of 89 inch-pounds, which is even less than the spark plug itself. So just be careful when you're torquing these down. You don't want to crank them and snap them off or anything like that. So I might as well torque them. I've got the torque wrench. There it is. There it is. So that's the first one done. The next 2, similar process. I'm gonna zip through these real quick now. Here's number 2. Looks about the same as number 1. And here's number 3. Looks about the same as the others. So that's the first 3. They are pretty easy. I'm gonna keep the 3rd coil pack off for now until I get the 4th one done, because I think it's gonna be in the way. And then I'm gonna zoom in here and show you what else is in the way. So the 4th coil pack is right here. And there is a brace right here. This is where the engine cover like hinges in, right here and right here. And looking at this coil pack, once you loosen the 2 7mm, you're never gonna be able to get it past this part of the brace. So you have to actually loosen this brace. There's bolts on the right. You can see there's a black, it's actually a nut, I'm sorry, there's studs on the engine and then there's a nut. So there's one on that side, there's one there, and there's probably one on the back side of that as well. So you gotta loosen those up to move that bracket so that you can loosen up the 2 bolts on the coil pack and pull it straight up. All right, so there are 4 bolts on this thing. They're not real difficult to get to, but they are not retained. So if you drop one, it's gonna fall down into the abyss here. And luckily I had a magnet and I was able to find one that I dropped. But just be very, very careful when you're removing those 4 bolts on this piece here. It's a 10mm, and there's 2 on the front, 2 on the back. And then you can just sort of lift this up out of the way enough so you can get to these 2 bolts on the coil pack and pull this one off. So I'm going to do that one now. There's number 4. Looks about the same as the others. All right, so I got that far back spark plug in. I'm going to put the the coil pack back in the hole here and then tighten it back up. So that's this one. And now I can take number 3 and put it back in as well. I forgot to mention, I removed this connector back here when I was loosening the bolts on the bracket. It just sort of helps get access to one of the nuts there. So I've got all the coil packs back in place, all the spark plugs are in place. Now I can put this bracket back. You can see over here on the right, it's on top of this stud right here. Right there, you see that movement, that stud. There's one here, and then there's one right on the opposite side, on the back where my pointer finger is on the top of the screen. And then on the opposite side, that one that's lit up, you can see the bracket moving. There's the stud for that one. And there's one on the very opposite side as well. You got to put those bolts back in place. Be very careful not to drop them into the abyss, like I said.
So here's a diagram from the GM Tech Link that shows the bracket with those 4 nuts that need to be loosened in order to get cylinder 4 coil pack off. Of course, this diagram is depicting it, showing it from the back, looking forward. So that red arrow is pointing towards the front of the engine for reference here. They're showing you remove all 4 of those nuts. In reality, you just need to loosen them all the way to the top of the studs, and then you can tilt that bracket enough so that you can get the coil pack off of cylinder number 4. So that might save a little bit of heartache from removing those 4 nuts and then possibly dropping them into the abyss of the engine bay. Luckily, I had a magnet and I was able to find the one that I did drop, but I think it's probably best if you just loosen those all the way to the top of the studs, and then you'll have enough play on the bracket where you can just tilt it up out of the way and get to that 4th cylinder coil pack to remove it.
Last thing to do is reinstall the cover by putting the clips into the back hinge spot and then lowering it down and then putting in the 2 bolts here at the front. And that's all there is to it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Love it if you subscribe. Stay tuned for new videos. See you next time. Later.